What's up YouTube, Zephyr Wargames here, bringing you Elias's second place YCS Prague Lightsworn deck profile. Now I take no credit for this deck whatsoever, full disclaimer. This is his build from start to finish. He did amazingly well at YCS Prague, taking a Lightsworn deck all the way up to the finals, and unfortunately losing out to Spirals. But he's done an absolutely amazing job, and this is his full 60 card deck here, his extra deck, and then his side deck there. So we'll take you through the entire thing and give you kind of a lowdown of his build. Again, congratulations to Elias for finishing second at YCS Prague. So let's see how he did this. So he did this using triple Mizuki, very, very standard in the zombie engine. Triple Shiranui Solitaire, again, very, very staple. Double Uni Zombie, and single Spirit Master with a single Gozuki. So that was it for the zombie engine. He played a double Raiden, Hand of the Lightsworn, double Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. He believed that the third one was too bricky. Double Goblinberg, again to kind of help you get your rank 4 plays going. He then played the plant engine, triple Lone Fire Blossom, but only double Scorpio, which is quite an interesting touch on that one as well. And then of course the one Darlington Cobra. For his one-offs to kind of help extend the plays as well, he played the one Giant Rex, which is an interesting kind of touch. Obviously, when it's banished, you get to special summon it, so I'm assuming it plays off of the Snow Fairy Tale Snow. The one Heroic Challenge of 1,000 Blades to go along with his Gem Knight Garnet, and of course his Trick Clown kind of combo play to get you into MX Saber Invoker, and then get you into Omniscius Radiant. Then obviously the most insane card of the deck, which is triple Fairy Tale Snow. Incredibly powerful, especially when he's kind of used the effects of Giant Rex, and of course Shiranui Spirit Swords, and of course Solitaire to kind of get their banish effects off and go from there. He also played triple Psyframe Lord Gamma, Psyframe Gear Gamma, and the one Psyframe Driver. Obviously this is another way into Psyframe Lord Omega, but of course on top of that it was an out to Ash. So if his opponent wanted to try and Ash his that Grass Looks Greener, which is the most important card in the deck, he had a response to it in that sense. Triple Ghost Ogre and triple Ash Blossom. As you see, quite a healthy hand trap lineup, and the final Maxi. So a very, very large amount of monsters there, but again, when you're milling stuff, it's not the end of the world. He plays a lot of 3-ofs, and the 1-ofs are just because you don't want to brick with them, which 9 times out of 10, that's usually how your luck goes, that you open up them 1-ofs anyway. But again, he must not have done too much, because he did amazingly well. Next up, the spells he played triple Charge of the Light Brigade, quite self-explanatory, gives you the mills, and then of course searches you out one of your 4 Lightsworn monsters. Triple Brilliant Fusion, again incredibly important, gives you that extra normal summon, but on top of that, also a card to get into Omniscius Radiant. Triple Cosmic Cyclone to deal with obviously your Pendulum, a Magician matchup, and of course your Spiral matchup to get rid of their resorts and stuff like that, so they can't use them as sleeper fodder. Triple Pot of Desires. You know, me personally, I'm not a fan of Triple Pot Desires, but it must have worked for him in the sense that he's got a 60 card deck. The chances of drawing into multiple ones of them is quite minimal, and the fact that you're playing loads of 3-ofs, it kind of helped push them out. When you was activating Desires, you weren't exactly losing too much. Triple Left Arm Offering to get you to any of your spells that you really, really want to. I'm assuming 9 times out of 10 you're going for that Grass Looks Greener, but obviously at the cost of banishing your entire hand, which might not be the end of the world. Again, if you're banishing Spirit Master and Giant Rex, it can kind of help extend your plays that little bit more. Double Gold Sark, again, your Giant Rex, your Spirit Master, and then kind of any of your other cards, but your Spirit Master gets you that extra pop, so it's a nice little removal, should your opponent have something on board and you open up with that. And then the one-offs, that Grass Look Greener, Soul Charge, and the Foolish Burial, all quite self-explanatory in themselves. So, all in all, a very, very tight-knit deck, no traps in the main deck, all hand traps, which clearly has worked for him. Next up to the extra deck, we've got the one Minerva, the one Baguska, just obviously Baguska is quite self-explanatory, incredibly powerful, the one Tornado Dragon, the one Bujinki Amaterasu, the one MX Saber Invoker, and then he went ham with the Psyframe Lord Omega, playing triple of this, which could obviously give you an incredible loop. If you have the ability to make triple Omega, you can make your opponent start off with 3 cards. Yeah, that's right. Let's see your opponent try and play the game with 3 cards in hand. His other synchros were Void Ogre Dragon, Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, Michael the Arch Lightsworn, Black Rose Dragon to kind of reset the board. Link monsters, Misius Radiant and Borreload. He didn't believe the use of Decode was necessary, as he didn't believe he was going to need it, which again, Borreload being an incredibly powerful card, opening up 2 more link spaces for you, or 2 more left and rights, depending on where you place him, but completely agree, and massively powerful. And then the last one is the Gemini Seraphinite. Again, quite self-explanatory. You want it for the extra normal summon, you want it for your Brilliant Fusion play, and you want it for your Misius Radiant Link material. So again, very, very straightforward on that one. Very, very stapled kind of extra deck, but the nice little touches and the combinations worked really, really well. Now onto his side deck for him. He played quite a lot of triples, so triple Solemn Strike, triple Dimensional Barrier. He said that the D barriers for all the road decks, the BA decks, and sometimes the Pendulum Magician decks. Triple Drawn and Lockbirds for the Tricksters and the Spirals. Then a Kaiju engine of 1 Gameciel, 1 Dolgoraman, 1 Gardenia, and the 1 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. He said he very rarely brought in the Interrupted Kaiju Slumber or the Gameciel. He mainly went for the Dolgoraman and the Gardenia. And then he finished off his side deck with a Dark Hole and Regeki. For those times you go second and you just want to kind of board wipe your opponent and get going. So that is it, straight into it. Very straightforward of the deck, but incredibly nice to kind of see the combos and the plays that he's kind of made to kind of change it up. He's done massively, massively well. So another huge congratulations to him himself, and a huge kind of shout out to him. He's done incredibly well. And you know, hopefully this is the start of maybe many kind of tops or kind of introductions into the top cuts of YCSs, and maybe even winning one, if not at Euros or Nats. He did really, really well. He beat Joshua Schmidt as well in the, I believe it was top 4 round. So he's done very, very well. Congratulations to him. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Again, no credit to myself. This is all to Elias. Incredibly well done, well built deck as well, and this is just kind of the type of decks that can compete with Spirals and can also compete with Tricksters as well. So even though Spirals took 50% and Tricksters then took the next highest representation, I believe in the top 32, at the end of the day it turned out to be one of the 2 or 3 Lightsworn decks that came up against Spirals in the final. So congratulations to Elias, well done. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and until next time guys, as always, happy dueling. If you like that video, why not check out our other videos available? We've got more deck profiles, pack openings, and of course duels. And don't forget to click on the most important button of all, that subscribe button, right in the bottom left hand corner.